Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is November 7th, 2023. Just dropped the kids off at school. Tristan, yesterday I stayed home with Tristan. He was sick. He's still sick today, but we're letting him stay home alone. He's very excited. And I am off. We've got a lot of leadership meetings and decisions going on today, figuring out how we're going to keep growing this company, which is really exciting. It has been a ton of fun being on this journey and figuring this all out while being a part of a team that is the foundation for figuring this all out. So it's been a lot of fun. We're up to 3 official individual subscribers and 1 official company subscription. Total MRR of America's Holding Company is currently at about $208 a month, which is a great base to build off of. So, every new client gets ownership of the MRR we're currently at, plus anything that it grows to based on new clients coming on. So it is a very unique concept and a unique challenge getting people to understand the concept of the true value of time when it comes to business and where you work. Because at the end of the day, you can never change it. You can never go back and say, oh, I should have said this. I should have done that. Because you can't. It's all set in stone once the day has passed. So, for example, Kitech's been a part of this since December 12th of last year. And so every employee of Kitech gets the last year as part of their multiple for next year and the year after and the year after and the year after. But no one else who heard the idea but didn't get involved does. And that's the whole point of this whole system, is everything is optional. It's optional where you work, and it's optional how long you work there. It's optional what you drive, what phone, computer you use, what house you live in, whether you have a spouse or significant other, whether you have kids. All of it is optional. It is a choice. And I'm sure people will say, but Justin, if you're pregnant, it's not a choice. It 100% is a choice. Do you know any orphans? No. Well, they were kids that someone had and then made the choice not to take ownership in. Everything in life is optional. And I think that's what a lot of people miss. That no matter what happens, it's your choice. How you respond to it, how you react, what you do next, who you do it with, where you go. All of it is up to the individual and no one else. And so that's one of the reasons anyone still getting educated, going through the educational system, I would highly suggest find a trade that pays great hourly, and that can be your fallback throughout your life. You can start businesses, you can try new things, but if you have a trade skill, you can always go back to that skill if you need to make money in a new way, which is a really cool concept. So, feeling very excited about that. I'm starting, so we got John and Brian that I need to do production on, put their welcome box together, get it shipped out, all of that. So that's something I'm going to work on today, work on issuing them their shares, get them in the stock ledger, take care of all that. And I'm going to record it, and then I'm going to stream it. And that's the goal, is as people start to see how this works, we live stream production of the system. So we're live streaming, hey, this person, John, signed up. This is us doing the paperwork. This is us packing the box. This is us shipping the box. He gets the box. Production's done until the next Christmas ornament, right? So like any client who comes on now, once they get their box, production's done until Christmas 2024. And it's their choice if they say subscribed from now till then or not. And either way is great. It is totally their choice. You get benefits for being a member that you don't if you aren't. And that's the great thing about life, is it is all about choices. So I'm feeling very optimistic. Unlike other times when I've felt not optimistic. I'm always optimistic. It's optimistic over what time frame. That's what people miss. So we bought 250 Christmas ornaments for 2023. So that's what I started with. That was the minimum amount that I could purchase. Success will look like if I sell 10. I have decided that is success to me. Great. I've already sold 3. 30% of the way there. But if I can't get to 10, or if I don't sell all 250, one, I have the asset, I can sell it in the future. 2, next year is coming. And regardless of how this Christmas goes, I'm going to do this all again next Christmas and the Christmas after, right? Like, that is the whole point, is Christmas comes once a year. And so I've decided Christmas, because I am a big Christmas fan. I love the holiday season and the music and all that jovial, happy-go-lucky stuff. So that's my choice, right? And anyone's company, it's their choice how they decide to build it. And that's what I keep trying to explain to people. Whoever is the founder, the owner of the company, whoever wrote the paperwork for the company, is in control of the company. And that just happens to be me with America's Holding Company. Am I the best person to do this, to run this idea and build it out? I don't think so. But I'm the best person to get it started. And that's where we're at right now. We're getting it started. Eventually, I plan on having a portion of what we're doing be a publicly traded stock. Ideally, it would be the Class C shares are listed on the NASDAQ or some sort of exchange like that. And so the Class C shares are what people trade and use throughout their life. The Class B shares are what people collect throughout life to create cash flow streams when they decide to sell their shares back. So that's what we're working through. Working on figuring out and explaining and helping people understand. So, for example, ownership of a company is not the same as the cash flow running through the company. When you sell ownership of Apple, it does not really, to someone else, it doesn't really affect Apple's books. It affects their market cap because it goes up and down based on share price and yada, yada, yada. But it doesn't affect their day-to-day bookkeeping and all of that. That's just not how the system is set up to operate. So ownership of an asset is totally separate from the running of that asset. And that's one of the reasons why I believe all of this will work, is because when a Class C share changes hands from two people outside of America's holding company, money changed hands, ownership changed hands, but it didn't affect the company that the ownership was part of. So, that's my belief. And at the end of the day, we're all doing the best we can with what we believe. And so, this is what I try to explain to people, is when they invest in America's holding company, you're buying these glasses that I record, ownership in these glasses that I record my life in, ownership in the computer I use to run my life, ownership in all of the inventory, everything I've built, all the software that I've built for America's holding company. That's what you're getting ownership in. Whether it works the way I've intended and designed it, that's yet to be seen, but you still have ownership in these assets. And I still use these assets to chase this dream, this idea of how we can work together, which is pretty fun. So that is my update for today. Excited to start recording and sharing what production looks like with everybody. It'll be fun. And with all that, I am at work, so I will talk to y'all soon.